So we here at the AFA helpline, we've been receiving a lot of calls with concerns about this serious pandemic of the coronavirus. So we thought that what we could do is share some of the common concerns so that we could also then provide you with some ideas and resources and suggestions that might help ease those concerns. So today I'm going to be talking with you about how to stay connected with your loved one when you're unable to visit them in their healthcare facility. So all of these suggestions and ideas, they not only come from our excellent licensed social workers on the helpline, but also individuals like you who are experiencing the actual challenges of struggling to remain connected with your loved one. So as I go through these suggestions and ideas, you know your loved one best. So there may be some that are going to work great and others who are like, that's just not going to work. So, but these, as I said, this is just a way to be able to try to help support all of you. So this, for example, one way for some that would be a really great way to remain connected is through video chat, FaceTiming, Zoom, those new types of technology services. But for others, for their loved one, it may be a very confusing experience. So I would suggest that if you have never done video chat before with your loved one, that you just try it out for a few minutes. And then afterwards, get in contact with the staff person who is helping your loved one to talk with them about what the response was like. And if it was a positive response, then you could lengthen the chat next time. So for many of us, including myself, this is something new, using these technology services. So if you feel like that's something that you don't know how to do, a really great resource is candoo.com. That's CANDOO.com. They are an excellent tech support group where they're offering lessons for individuals, particularly older adults, to teach them how to use these technology services. So that's a great way to be able to play around and check it out. For many of you, live video chats, they're not necessarily going to work. So something else that you could do is just make your own video to then send later. And those videos could be very simple, short love messages for your loved one that the staff could then play for your loved one when they're missing you, when they want to see your face or want to hear your voice. They could be a little bit more elaborate too. You could have some fun with it and make collages. You could include family photos, beautiful quotes, beautiful pictures that you feel like your loved one would really appreciate. And if you're something of a theatrical family and you're in need of some entertainment during this self-quarantining time, you could even videotape some short plays, skits, maybe some musical acts that you could then send to your loved one as well. And I would recommend too that you kind of play around with that as well, because if you're not aware, the longer a video is, the bigger the file is going to be and the more difficult it is to email. So just keep that in mind. The best would be to do very short, fun little videos that you could easily send to your loved one. And you can use your smartphone for that, just like I'm using my smartphone right now. You could use your computer, and then figure out the best way to send it. But so before I go on with some of our other suggestions, something else that you could also be thinking about when it comes to video chat is When it comes to the monthly care plan meetings for your loved one, if you want to be able to remain connected in those meetings, you can request that the facility use Zoom, which is a way for everyone to be a part of that meeting through video. And as I mentioned, if you don't know how to use Zoom, which I just learned the other day, cando.com is a great resource. That's CANDOO.com. So, okay, so if let's say the video is not your thing, or is not favorable to your loved one, there are other ways too that you can stay connected through photographs. This is something that you could mail to your family member. You could even have some, I know that one of our participants was talking about having a dialogue of photographs with their loved one. So the facility would take pictures of their loved one and send to them, and then they would send photographs back to their loved one to the facility. And you could have different themes each week. It could be hat week, where you're trying on different hats and taking pictures of each other and sending it back and forth to one another. So just different ways to keep everything lively, to keep everything feeling like you are a part of each other's life, despite not being able to see each other in person. So that could be another way. You could also put together some care packages as well for your loved one. That could include some of their favorite snacks. It could include trinkets that might remind them of long ago family vacations. You could have their favorite lotion. Scents is such a great way to conjure up different kinds of memories. You could do arts and crafts projects to send. That could be from the grandparents and the great-grandparents, from the neighbors. But, I just want to be able to also remind you too that we are very aware that the coronavirus does remain on objects for varying periods of time. So I just want to put that out there. The New England Journal of Medicine, they reported that from their studies, the coronavirus stays on stainless steel for 2 to 3 days, cardboard and other paper materials for about 24 hours, glass for about 4 days, and copper for about 4 hours. So all of this is new research, so you definitely want to be cautious and, just definitely think about these types of things when you're choosing to send objects through the mail. So other ways to connect with your loved one without using the mail, without using video, is sharing audiobooks. This is a great way too to bring back different kinds of memories. You could choose stories that you and your loved one shared many years ago, or maybe some really lengthy books that you want to read together. It could be time to bring in the grandkids and you all listen to the book together and then share what your favorite parts of the story are. Another great way to connect is through music. Music is amazing. It's a way to just transport you back to another time. So you could send them some of their favorite songs, maybe their wedding song. It's amazing what those first couple notes of a song can do. Can just bring a flush of emotions comes back. So that would be another way is to listen to songs together through the phone, and then talk about what those songs bring up, what kind of memories they all come with, what you can remember from there. A great way I would say for all of these different suggestions to work best is if you do have someone at the facility who you can check in with and be able to talk about which of the suggestions might have worked, which of the ideas didn't really work, so you can build upon those. Maybe video is a great way to do it. So that's when you can send all different kinds of little skits and little types of messages through video. or maybe it is through more so the songs. So it's great to have that connection with somebody at the facility that you can talk to. But more than anything, us here at AFA, we want to be a support. We really do want to help you avoid feeling defeated, feeling frustrated that you're not able to connect with your loved ones. So, I do hope that some of these suggestions, some of these ideas could be of help for you.